Tucked inside of Charlotte's City Kitsch, Sabor Limón is bringing something totally unique to the Queen City. Fresh, herbal, Caribbean-influenced Costa Rican cuisine, rooted in the flavors of limon. From stewed meats to sweet plantains, this is home cooking with a story behind every dish. Let's get into it.
So my name is Rachel and I own Sabor Limón. We are located here inside of City Kitsch.
So what type of food is Sabor Limón bringing to the Charlotte area?
So Sabor Limón is bringing a new cuisine to Charlotte. It is introducing Costa Rican and Caribbean food. The part of Costa Rica that the food is reflecting is the Caribbean part of Costa Rica. So it has its Latin roots, of course, but it does have heavy Caribbean influences.
That's cool. And so why did you want to start like a restaurant? Do you have a background in culinary, or why did you want to start it?
I don't have a background in culinary, probably everything but culinary.
Gotcha.
But I have always been very food driven. I have always loved to watch cooking channels and stuff. My whole family, as far as our dynamic, revolves around food. Anytime we're getting together, my grandparents are fixing us a snack, or we're getting together to eat a meal or to try something that a family member has made.
Right.
So really just a life revolved around food is what kind of influenced me to make the jump, and also thinking that it was time to bring representation to Charlotte.
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
the Costa Rican and the Caribbean culture.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what I was going to ask, like what makes Costa Rican, like what makes your food different than, for example, somebody who might not know the difference between like Mexican or an Argentinian food, or even a Colombian, or any type of like the Latin American, like what makes it different as well?
So obviously we all have like some of the same staples.
Sure.
So as far as like the food having its similarities, it does.
Yeah.
But everything, has its own font.
Of course.
So for us, I feel like our food heavily falls under the category of like fresh, herbal, light. As far as spice is something that we don't heavily cook in. You have your particular dishes, and also, we have like our hot sauces and stuff like that, of course. But overall, it really is just fresh and healthy cooking, but without it trying to be healthy. Like it's not an intentional thing.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you grow up in Costa Rica, or you said your family?
So I was first American generation born here.
Oh, yeah.
But my family does originate from Costa Rica. So they came over basically for me and my generation to be born here.
That's amazing. So you have those direct ties to like the foods and whatnot you learned directly from.
So at home, it was very much Costa Rican.
That's amazing, yeah.
We ate the food, celebrated the holidays, spoke the language, everything.
Do you ever get to go back, and visit?
Yeah, I do try to visit. It's been a little bit since I've been. It's been about a year or two, but yes, I do try to make a point to go at least once a year.
That's cool. Okay, so if somebody's coming in for the first time, City Kitsch has obviously a variety of different foods and whatnot. What would you suggest them to order? Like if they want a real taste of the Costa Rican Caribbean experience, like what would you suggest that they order?
I would suggest, my personal favorite is the pollo sudado. It's a very underrated dish, I feel like. It's something that, as a kid, you might even get tired of eating, because it's one of those things where it's like, not again.
Right.
But as I've grown older and I have to make it for myself, it's not like at home being forced on me all the time. It has become one of my favorite. It makes me think of home as far as like, being at my grandma's house or my uncle's or something like that. So I recommend that one. I feel like it really does bring together the collab of the Costa Rican and the Caribbean, like fusion. But another one of my personal favorites is definitely the bistec encebollado. So it's like a marinated, like carne asada style steak, smothered in like sauteed sweet onions that's been cooked in this, like, the juices and stuff of the steak. So that would be a close second if someone isn't like a stewed chicken type of person.
Yeah.
But those two for sure. I'm a huge sweet plantain fan, so I always recommend those. And also, we are adding tres leches to the menu. So it's a very popular dessert. So I would also recommend that, especially if like you're a sweet tooth person.
Yeah. Perfect. And then why did you decide to, set base in the City Kitsch or like the west side of Charlotte?
As far as City Kitsch, I toured a few places before I had decided. And I would definitely say that City Kitch offered a community style approach to me that I wasn't getting from some of the other places that I had toured.
Gotcha.
So I like the fact that everything felt like a community here. Like, you know, there's people that you can learn from, there's relationships that can be made. And I feel like it's an up and coming part of Charlotte.
Definitely.
So.
Definitely, yeah. I've interviewed quite a lot of chefs in the City Kitchen, and that's one of the common themes, like the community that is in the kitchen. Like you said, we have a lot of variety, but it's like you're not in competition with people. Everybody wants to support.
Right. Everyone's in their own lane, which I love because it brings such a diversity to this building in particular. But yes, everyone is very much a community, a family. No one will ever stop and, you know, tell you wrong or, you know, act like it's a burden to help you or anything like that. A lot of these people started out in the same instance of me. They didn't have like a formal culinary background. So a lot of this stuff is kind of learned through failure and also through guidance from others that have did the failing for you. So, hey, actually, instead of doing it this way, you know, you can do it this way, and then boom, your whole life has changed because now I know how to do this instead of, you know, save my time and money and all that. For sure.
And so why did you decide to, you know, name it Sabor Limón?
So the part of Costa Rica that my family originates from is called Limon.
Oh, okay.
And I felt like it was important to include that because I mean, the same way that you have, you know, like different parts of the South, you know, like everyone cooks a little bit different. So I feel like the part of Costa Rica that I'm from really reflects that Caribbean influence that other parts of Costa Rica may not exactly, you know, like favor in. So, you know, like from one Costa Rican to another, you know, like some of the spices may be not used as heavily or, you know, like seasoned a little differently or something to taste. So I wanted it to reflect how the people that I know from Costa Rica cook.
And that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so where can they find you? What's the Instagram, the address, you know, if you want to come in and try the food?
So the Instagram is at Sabor Limón _. And then as far as food options, I'm on DoorDash, I'm on Uber Eats, I'm on Toast Delivery, and of course I'm at City Kitchen. So you can come in and order on the kiosk. But yes, I'm on all those delivery platforms, and this is my physical location. And hopefully, you know, in the future, I'll have more locations.
Amazing. So I can't wait to try the food. And so we're about to go in the back right now and, you know, see how it's all come together. So let's go do it.
All right.